Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and today we are checking out 2 more episodes of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. Today with episode 13 of season 7, Field of Fire, and then episode 14 of season 7, Chimera. Sorry in advance if there's any noise in the background. Again, I think I said this like maybe 3 weeks ago or a month ago now at this point, so obviously you've probably forgotten, but there was a building that was demolished and they're building something else up right now, and there's some construction outside. So if you hear any loud like digging noise or something like that, drilling noise, it's from the construction, so sorry about that in advance. I'm really excited for today's 2 episodes. I'm really enjoying season 7 so far, and it seems like we're going to be getting into the final arc of season 7 really soon, because I can see on the horizon some part 1s and some part 2s, and I know that the last like 11 episodes or 12 episodes are one giant arc, and so I think we're getting really close to that. But you know what's even closer to that? Patreon. If you want to check out some more of my Star Trek Deep Space Nine reaction, head to my Patreon right now, where I am 3 weeks ahead of YouTube, which means I have started that giant, massive finale arc over on Patreon. You can check out episodes 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. That's Bada Bing, Bada Bang, Inter Armor, Enum Silent Legas. I'm sorry I mispronounce that name every single time I say it. Penumbra Part 1, Till Death Do Us Part 2, Strange Bedfellows Part 3, and The Changing Face of Evil Part 4. They're all on Patreon right now for your viewing pleasure. Now, thank you so much. You do check it out. Let's get back to the video. Okay, let's dive into this thing now. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to episodes 13 of season 7 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Field of Fire.
There you go. Well, listen up.
Bashir's the life of the party.
That Starfleet Academy produces the finest fighter pilots in the galaxy.
Here.
This is no time to be modest. This man, this youth, this mere pup, still
I'm 22.
He's younger than me.
defiant, into battle against a half a dozen Jem'Hadar attack ships.
Okay, dude.
That, ladies and gentlemen, was the USS Defiant.
Hey, here.
I'm just glad to be here.
It's the best posting in the galaxy.
If there's anything you want, anything at all, just ask.
Yeah, I want to be Bashir's friend.
Next time you two go to the holosuite, I'd like to come along.
Oh, sorry.
Can't be done.
Sorry, that's the only thing
impossible.
you can't ask.
Don't take.
Good way to relieve stress.
Yeah, I highly recommend it.
Just not with us.
Your holosuite is ready.
Terrific. Now, if there's anything else you need,
Just let us know.
I love how just protective they are of their holosuite type.
To the class of 72.
This guy's still going. Party's over, bro.
It was time to go about an hour ago.
Okay.
Oh, he's drunk.
Someday remind me to tell you about Ibaram Bellaris and a certain young Mr. Cisco.
Oh, I want to know that story. What is it?
Speaking of sneaking up on you, here we are. Home sweet home.
Oh, he just didn't know what his home looked like.
You alright? Do you want some Ractagino?
I'm fine.
Dude, coffee after alcohol? That's crazy.
I wish they could have been there. They would have loved it.
Aww,
See me fly the Defiant into battle?
his best friends.
Make sure you get some sleep.
You know something, Lieutenant? You're very beautiful.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely drunk.
But in the morning, I'll be sober, and you'll still be beautiful.
Yeah. He's got riz.
The time is 0600 hours.
Well, let him
and
sleep
10
in.
seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, let Ezri sleep in. What's with the commotion?
Full security alert. Yes, sir.
What's happening? Oh my god, something's gonna have happened to that guy, hasn't it? What the heck?
Lieutenant Ilario has been killed.
Killed?
I should have known something was gonna happen.
It appears someone shot him.
Who would shoot him though? Are they trying to frame Ezri? Because Ezri was the last one with him, so are they trying to frame Ezri? But also, I should have known he was gonna die because he was a flippin' new character, red shirt, new guy. And the kill, Star Trek just likes to kill those people, so I should have known he was gonna die. But anyways, I digress. I'm sad that he's gone. I actually kind of liked him a lot. I was kind of hoping he'd be, like, come in on one more episode in the future or something. Star Trek Deep Space Nine! But yeah, why would someone want him dead? He flew the Defiant, he destroyed 12 Jem'Hadar ships, but no disrespect to him or anything, but he wasn't really anyone special. He was an ensign, he's not high up in command, He just figured out how to pilot, just got out of the academy. Like, I don't know, maybe someone was jealous that Bashir liked him so much.
Killed by what appears to be some kind of chemically propelled projectile weapon.
Oh, damn.
And Dr. Bashir recovered a single titanium bullet from Ilaria.
So an actual gun.
Shot through the heart.
Murder
You don't see one of
mystery
those every
episode.
day.
Nobody uses projectile weapons anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
Did you ever hear of a TR-116 rifle?
Oh, that sounds like
It was a
Terminator.
prototype.
TR-1000 or something like that?
Regenerative phasers.
Oh,
That doesn't
interesting.
mean the killer couldn't have gotten hold of the rifle's replication patterns.
So who would have access to that?
Access to those files.
Disturbing thought, isn't it?
I feel like someone's trying to blame Esri.
According to these readings, the bullet only traveled 8 or 9 centimeters.
Then the killer must have fired at point-blank range.
Damn.
Weapons leave residual combustion products on the skin and clothing of the victims.
Something that we would know, but that they don't.
What was the time of death?
0317.
That's only 10 minutes after I left.
Was he alone?
Okay, so they're not blaming Esri. I know they wouldn't blame her.
Not a great deal. He's only been on station for 10 days.
Oh man, poor guy.
Dedicated, eager to please. Everyone liked him.
Except for someone, yeah.
3 brothers and 2 sisters. I thought it was 2 brothers and 3 sisters.
Oh, they really don't know him. I guess it was only 10 days.
Mostly he talked about the academy. And about the two of you.
Us?
Aw, his
He
hero.
really admired both of you.
Oh, his heroes.
Odo will catch whoever did this, won't he?
If anyone can. We really should have let him come to the holosuite with us.
Oh man, you would never have known. And it's your boy time. You can't blame yourself for that.
You mustn't blame yourself, you know, for Hilario's death.
I don't. Not really.
Not really, yes, and I don't though.
Just knowing that he was murdered.
It's a scary thought, especially by someone who's probably a Starfleet officer.
To feel the urge, the need to take a life.
You're talking about Duran.
He could...
Yeah, I remember that episode.
Good night, Julian.
Good night.
Maybe this ensign was getting too powerful. He was becoming another powerful god of the universe, and Frank Morn had to put a stop to it. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's the easy explanation.
Is this the one we've been looking for?
Hilario's killer, quite a clever one at that.
Why?
Oh, interesting. What?
You tell me, Counselor.
His twin?
Sorry, Lieutenant. There's nothing more annoying than a corpse with a mind of its own.
Huh? What the heck is going on?
Security, please answer me.
Ah!
Duran.
You recognize me.
Oh, interesting. See, when we get Ezra episodes, this is what I want. I don't want no family episode. I want this. Oh my god, the song. Do you remember that?
And you're part of me.
I don't like that.
Perform the rite of emergence and just ask for my help, and then we can get to work.
I don't want...
Interesting.
Way to go. I'm within you, Ezri, all the time. Use me.
Oh, that's so weird.
How he thinks. We can catch him, Ezri. You and me together.
I mean, he might have a point, but it's still weird. What the heck? Remind me to never apply to be a symbiote host.
What is it, Ben?
There's been another murder.
Another murder?
12 years of service, the last 3 here on Deep Space Nine.
Cause of death. Titanium bullet fired at close range. No.
What the heck?
10 days, 7 of them he was on the Defiant.
But why, Ilario? And why?
Yeah, what's the connection?
Odo, we have to narrow the field of suspects. Sir, how well did you do in forensic psychology at the academy?
You might have to ask for his help.
I'll do my best.
I wonder why he chose a TR-116.
Instead of a phaser.
Mm-hmm.
Special connection to this particular rifle, you know. A fetish or a psychological obsession, perhaps.
That's possible.
There was this notion that a man could have a special relationship with a weapon. Some frontiersmen even went so far as to give their rifles names, female ones at that.
Oh, it's like boats.
Between owner and object to something resembling man and woman.
Maybe I'll start calling my tricorder Sally.
Yeah, you should.
Which would then ricochet to another, and then to another, and then to another, and then to another.
Wait a minute. That's it.
What is it? The bullets ricocheting?
He's targeting. That's how he did it. With the killer.
He figured it out?
One that didn't require a direct line of sight between him and the victim.
What?
Julian, you're a genius.
He ricocheted the bullet into the victim.
You'll see. First, put on those goggles that are on the counter in front of you.
Safety goggles. Safety first, guys.
How's this?
Good.
What the heck?
Are you all right?
Better than that.
Why did they shoot the melon?
I was able to fire a bullet into that melon while standing outside in the corridor.
Oh, that's so awesome.
When I fired, the bullet was beamed into the room a few centimeters away from
Oh
the melon.
my
Where
god.
it continued its trajectory.
That is so awesome.
Killer had a similar transporter device. That would explain the lack of powder burns on the victims.
That is so cool.
To where the killer was when he fired.
I'm afraid not. The signature is too weak.
It's an ingenious weapon.
Yeah, that's super cool. Good for you, Morn. Good for you. What the? Worf? Hello?
Were you following me?
It is dangerous for you to be wandering the promenade alone.
Was he protecting you?
There is a killer on the station. You have no right to endanger yourself this way.
Aw, Worf.
I would have the same concern for Chief O'Brien or Dr. Bashir.
Slowly.
If I can assist you in any way.
Oh, yes.
Actually, that's not true.
One person.
There is
can.
someone who could help.
Oh my god.
But I don't want to ask him.
No, let's get him out.
But I am certain that you will do whatever is necessary to complete your task.
And how do you know that?
Because he knows Jadzia.
You are Dax. It is your way.
Aw, that's really nice, Worf.
Pora al zim dax. Tanas rem joran.
Oh, we're getting Duran, bro.
Come on, Joran, don't make me beg.
Yeah, I can just feel him laughing and sitting there. Oh.
You won't regret this, Esri.
Oh, that's super cool.
That was a mistake. I have so much to offer.
We'll see about that.
Okay.
Now, let's get to...
I like this episode.
We already know how he modified the TR-116.
But you haven't held it in your hands, have you?
Oh.
Felt the power as you lock its senses on your unsuspecting prey.
Oh my god, this is so cool but weird.
You have to learn to think like one.
Oh my god, it's like she's being mentored by... Well, she is being mentored by a killer, which is crazy.
I meant hold it in your hands.
Why?
Because I want you to feel what the killer felt.
Interesting. He really wants her to get into that psychological state.
Hold the weapon as if you're going to use it.
Interesting.
That kind of killing's too random, too chaotic. This is more controlled. You can savor the moment. Now.
Yeah, that's true.
Kill anyone in the docking ring. Remember, you're trying to put yourself in his mind. Move to the habitat ring.
Interesting. What if you just see people smashing, you know?
How do you feel? Truth now.
Powerful.
Yeah, I bet.
In control.
Good.
You control someone's life in your hands.
You do your killing from a distance. You're cold, methodical. Maybe you're a scientist.
Wait, what the heck? This is a cool episode, you know? It's kind of creepy, but it's cool.
If you want to know the answer, pull the trigger. Find out.
No, don't.
Don't think about it. Do it.
Maybe the gun isn't loaded. The gun isn't loaded.
Esri, the gun isn't loaded.
Ah, see, I told you the gun isn't loaded.
Have a see.
That has nothing to do with me. You're the killer.
Esri?
Who are you talking to?
No, thanks. I'm not hungry, really.
Well, when you are, you know where to come.
Oh, cork, man. Such a sip.
I suppose I'll have to make myself more endearing. Now, I suggest we visit the victim's quarters to see what answers we can find there.
That's a good suggestion.
What are we looking for?
Clues.
His friends, maybe. Maybe his friends killed him.
And remember, whatever you see is what the killer saw.
Whoa, that's a cool thought.
In the middle is stationed on the USS Truman. Truman hasn't come anywhere near Deep Space Nine in months.
Okay, well, probably not them then.
Greta was quite a pack rat, wasn't she?
She was here a long time.
Yeah, she got a lot of stuff. She got a duck. This is a connection, I think. They both had pictures of loved ones, significant people in their lives.
She was married. Ilaria was single. She was on Deep Space Nine for 3 years. He just got here.
Camera zooming in.
Besides the uniform, they have absolutely nothing in common.
Except?
Then we're wasting our time.
I thought she was gonna be onto something because the camera was moving in.
You want to turn me into a killer. Make me like you.
You are me.
Dude, this actor is really good. Oh!
Stop him!
Oh!
They found him.
I don't think that's gonna be him. Well done, Ezri. Oh my god.
Yes. Yes, do it.
Don't do it, Ezri. Damn, I think she was actually gonna do it, you know.
I guess I overreacted.
I'd say so. He could be a little more appreciative, don't you think?
Oh my god, Uran.
Why would he replicate a rifle unless he was going to use it?
Because he collects weapons. Federation, Klingon, Cardassian.
Oh, interesting.
True, but the fact that he was on Bajor when the first murder occurred does.
Oh, okay, well, there we go.
I don't know what you and Jadzia and Curzon will see in that man. He's so insufferable. So.
No, he's not. He's the awesomest.
Not that it matters, really. We would have continued on without Sisko's blessing. Right? What are you doing?
What does it look like?
Oh, she's bringing him back.
You won't catch the killer without me.
Oh.
Odo to Lieutenant Dax. Report to
Oh.
the habitat ring on H40.
He's still here.
Petty Officer Zim Brott.
Oh my god, another one.
What if we don't catch him? Will he keep shooting Starfleet officers till there are none left on the station?
They all have pictures of significant people in their lives. That's the connection.
This photo.
That's the connection. I said that last time. I should be a detective.
He's laughing. That's what the victims have in common.
They're all
Pictures of laughing faces.
Okay, so the killer hates laughter.
When he looks through the targeting sensor and sees those pictures, the laughter seems to mock him.
You're thinking like he thinks. Good, Ezri.
This is cool.
How many Vulcan Starfleet officers are on the station?
There are 48 Vulcan.
Oh, damn.
Tell Odo.
Not until we have proof.
And let's get some.
I like that. A Vulcan because of the emotional stuff. That's cool. I said it was something to do with the pictures, though. I said it. I said it. I wasn't exactly right, but I said it. Find a Vulcan that's sitting alone. Ah. Popcorn.
The way the photograph freezes the emotion, making it seem like the laughter is going to last forever.
Oh, interesting.
We go back over our list of suspects, see if we can't narrow it down. Then, proof or no proof, we give the list to Odo.
Oh my god, it's this one. It's this one. I don't know if that's Vulcan racist, but it's this one.
Are you addressing me?
Sorry.
It's funny that she speaks out loud. Was I right? Was it him? I don't know.
What are you doing? He's getting away.
We need proof.
Yeah, you can't just arrest him right now.
The Grissom was destroyed by the Jem'Hadar in the Battle of Richter Prime. He was one of only 6 crewmen to survive.
Oh my god.
He served on that ship for 10 years.
Oh my god.
Doesn't make him a killer.
But your instincts
Yeah,
tell
that's
you
true.
that he is. Listen to your instincts. Listen to me. It's him.
Do you think he's right? Do you think Duran is right?
Computer, where are Chulak's quarters?
Habitat ring, level D12.
Go, 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 go. Oh my god, you're gonna snipe him while he's sniping other people? Oh, I guess you can get proof this way. Oh my god, it's Ezri. Oh my god, it's Ezri.
My service record.
He knows we suspect him.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going?
Next room.
What's he doing?
Oh my god, is that a gun?
Isn't it?
There's no way. Oh my god, it's a rifle.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's a rifle. Oh, damn. That's an actual clip. Oh my god. Oh my god, and he just missed. And he just missed.
I'm proud of you.
Oh my god. Don't. Don't kill him now.
Go ahead.
Don't, Ezri!
Tell me, why did you do it?
Because logic demanded it.
How does logic demand it?
Follow your instincts.
Don't listen to him.
Try not to look so disappointed.
I mean, Duran is still pretty evil, you can't lie.
Two Dax, no Zian Vogue. Je suis Joran
And there he goes.
Esri.
And there he is gone. That was a good episode. You know, that was the Esri episodes that I want. You know what I mean? Like, the family episode with Esri, yeah, like, okay, I'm glad that I see her family, I guess, but not really where I want to be spending my time in season 7. If we have to do Esri episodes, I want episodes like this, thrilling episodes where we talk about her, you know, her symbiote past and stuff like that. Things that we've seen Jadzia deal with that have now been expanded to Esri. I like that a lot. It feels like we're more building the character of Dax instead of finding new things in a season, in the final season of DS9, where I don't really need new things anymore. I want to build on established things. So yeah, like this episode a lot. Really like this episode overall. And that was my reaction to episode 13 of season 7 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Field of Fire. And as I was saying in the credits of this episode, this is the type of episode that DS9 needs to be doing with Esri. Like, yes, I guess we needed to see her family in the last episode, Prodigal Daughter. The last episode was technically The Emperor's New Cloak, but in Prodigal Daughter, you know, yes, we needed to see her family. Sure, it's nice to flesh out Esri. She needs to be fleshed out anyway, so I understand why the episode's there. But Season 7 is not a time where you want to be introduced to new characters, especially main characters. Season 7 in a show, the final season of a show, is when you want to really be building and paying off on established characters and established storylines. And so doing something like Field of Fire, like this episode, with Esri feels wonderful, and it feels exactly how the show should be going about, you know, building up Esri as a character. Because yes, it's okay to see her family, but having Duran be in this episode, having Esri deal with Duran and the past and his murderous past and everything like that, it feels like we're building off of something. Because Jadzia had this issue, you know, we had that whole episode with Jadzia Dax and how she was dealing with Duran, how she didn't even know this guy existed, and then all of a sudden she finds out that he exists, and there's that musical cues and stuff like that. Really good episode, but then she's like burying him down because obviously he's like a disgrace because he murdered a bunch of people. But this episode then builds off of that episode. It builds off of some character progression we already got with Dax, albeit Jadzia Dax, but still half of Esri Dax, still Dax. And we get another Duran episode where Esri is trying to deal with Duran, but this time he's actively helping her, and I found that to be so interesting. But I'm just wanting to say, like, this is how Esri should be built upon, with already pre-established things that her character has kind of done, or that even Jadzia Dax has kind of done, or just the Dax symbiote in general, because I think that's the best way to go about it at this point in the show, unfortunately. But I just found this whole detective thing so interesting. Like, obviously we didn't know who the killer was going to be, and it ended up just being some random Vulcan in the end. But the process to get there was so much fun. Duran was so creepy and so horrible at times, but so much fun to listen to as well. The actor was perfect. Whoever the actor was absolutely perfect. Like, he was creepy, he was grimy, you know what I mean? He was very intense at times, but he had a really good, like, almost playful manner in the way that he talked to Esri. And I don't know, I just really, really enjoyed the chemistry that the two of them had, and especially how Esri was pushing him away constantly, but then every time, like, he would bring up something, no matter how gross it was or no matter how creepy it was, like getting into the mind of the killer and all of that, it helped, you know what I mean? And so it just made this really interesting cycle in this episode where he would say things and you're like, what the heck? But then it would work and you'd go, what the heck? You know what I mean? Like, it was like these two what the heck moments, but like different tones, if you could hear that. But yeah, I just found the murder thing to be super interesting. The weapon was really, really cool. I love the idea of this bullet gun, but with a little tiny transporter on the bullet, so you can shoot it from anywhere, and it just teleports to right in front of the victim, and boom. Like, that's just a cool concept that can only be done in sci-fi. And so that's one of the reasons why I love sci-fi, because you can just do stuff like that, and I love that. Like, how would anyone ever figure that out? You know what I mean? Like, how would I ever have guessed that? How would I have ever guessed that? But you know what? I did guess the picture frames. I was actually pretty proud that I guessed the pictures and stuff like that. Obviously, I didn't guess the exact reason, but there were pictures in all of the rooms, and in the second room, I said that the pictures are the key or something like that, and I'm pretty proud of myself for that, I'll be honest with you. So yeah, overall, I just really, really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was a really good Esri Dax episode. It really got me to be with her character for a bit. It was a great just Dax symbiote episode in general, because we got to deal with Duran. We got to see how he would react and act with Esri Dax. We just got to see him do his thing for a bit, and now he's kind of part of Esri Dax and like actually part of the chain of Daxes, and not some hidden away section that they're all trying to suppress, but he's actually just there now. So that would be interesting. I don't think that's going to have any effect in the future of the show or the future of Esri Dax's character, but it's just cool to think about that it happened. And the episode was just cool in general. The murder mystery was interesting, it was intense. The O'Brien Bashir stuff was really, really fun in this episode. They had some really good chemistry, especially at the very start of the episode. They had really good chemistry when they were denying entrance to the holosuite. I thought that was really funny. So yeah, great episode overall. Now let's get into episode 14. So I hope you enjoyed my reaction to episode 14 of season 7 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Chimera.
How long was I asleep?
Almost 2 hours.
Dropped out of warp.
Damn, Odo just has a diamond right there.
The Bajoran system a few minutes ago.
Is Odo secretly rich?
The shopkeeper I bought it from called it a knick-knack.
That's beautiful.
Didn't know you collected knickknacks.
It's a present for Kira.
Aww.
You don't think she'll like it?
No, he didn't get Keiko one.
It's just I didn't get anything for Keiko.
Her favorite.
I'll buy them from you.
I beg your pardon?
I'll buy them from
you. Yeah, Odo, you have 2 gifts. Just give one to O'Brien.
No, you don't have to give her 2 presents. You've only been gone a day.
Yeah, you greedy guy.
There's something behind us.
It's gaining on us fast.
Oh, what the heck is that? Is that a creature or a ship?
Uh-oh.
It's gone.
What?
What, it just disappeared? Inside the ship? Oh my god, it's a changeling.
It's a changeling.
Oh my god, it's a changeling. So was that a changeling changed as like some flying whale in space or something like that? That was super weird, but pretty cool. And now we have a changeling, and we've never seen this one before. Maybe he's like Odo. Maybe he's different. Star Trek Deep Space Nine, but just why is there a changeling? See how I kept a song? I actually created a song. People call me Ed Sheeran. I don't know why Ed Sheeran was the first one that came to mind. But yeah, why is there another changeling just floating in space? This would be interesting, to say the least.
Stay where you are, or I'll fire.
Okay.
You are a metamorph.
A metamorph?
Tell the monoform to put down its weapon.
Oh my god, there's still that hierarchy.
I had to see if it were true. If I'd finally found another metamorph.
Finally found?
You've never met?
Oh my god. He's one of the other ones.
Trying to find others of my kind for a long time.
I told you to stay.
They shot a bunch out into the quadrant, didn't they? The babies.
The founder. He's not. He's one of the 100.
Yes.
We return home to share what we'd experienced.
That would explain why I was alone on Varala.
Oh, that makes sense.
But only if you vouch for my safety. I do not trust humanoids.
Oh, interesting. He's had bad experiences with them.
He's not a threat to us. He's just a changeling who's traveled a long way to find out where he came from.
You believe his story?
Yes, sir, I do.
I believe it too.
If he were a founder, he'd be infected with the same disease that's afflicting the entire link.
That's true.
The founders have deceived us before.
I realize that, sir. But he is not a founder. He's one of the 100. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm asking you to trust me on this.
I trust you, Odo.
I had no place with them. This war they're fighting is wrong.
I can understand their distrust of humanoids.
What if this guy joins them in the end?
Better to avoid them altogether.
You don't much care for humanoids.
Yeah, what happened?
The people here are different.
Oh?
They accepted me.
Have they?
Yeah, they have.
But what about the 100 that were sent out? Haven't you tried to find any of them?
No, actually. Completely forgot about them, I'll be honest.
When did you first assume humanoid form?
A little over 30 years ago.
Yeah, why are you in humanoid form?
Living among humanoids as well.
How long ago was that?
Over 200 years.
What the heck? That's a long time. This guy's a grandpa.
But you lost interest.
I found it limiting. The Varolans never accept.
You have to remember Odo actually was humanoid for a bit.
And humanoids are not very tolerant of difference.
Some of them are.
Yeah, but this one actually has a point. Some of them are.
Station, they tolerate each other's differences very well.
But that applies to the modern world.
I choose to be like them as little as possible. That's where we differ.
Let me show you where you'll be staying.
So what's his preferred form then? Just the goo?
You told me your name.
The Varolans call me Laws. In their language, it means...
Need a lozenge?
I'll be staying somewhere else. Feel free to shapeshift as you...
He's staying at Kira's, isn't he?
I've been busy.
Yeah, he has a girlfriend now. Oh, he has a picture of her.
I had a mate once.
Really?
Oh?
On Varala.
Did she pass away?
And what happened?
We couldn't have children.
Oh.
That was important to her.
It's important to Kira too. I know she wants a kid.
It's more complicated than that. In our natural state, we don't exist as separate entities.
I don't understand.
Link with him.
And sensation.
You're speaking in riddles.
It's difficult to explain.
Show him. Oh yeah. Oh, he likes that. Oh, he likes that. Oh, that's super cool. It's kind of funny because when Odo does it individually, in the past it's always been in like a romantic way, usually. And now he's just... That's so it looks romantic for a second.
Yes, I have. But I won't have anything to do with the Founders and their war.
I like that, Odo.
I know the truth. You stayed here because of Kira.
You think that's it?
Or no war, you would be a Founder.
Really? Odo, your secret's out, really?
He's complicated.
Aren't they all?
You all right?
I'm fine.
Fine is the most unfine answer.
It comes as naturally to us as talking does to humanoids.
It's a little more personal than talking, isn't it?
That's what I was gonna say. You just merge. You merge.
Julian?
Esri.
Miles.
We've met.
What?
Look, I'm sorry. We didn't know who you were at first.
Oh yeah, he was on the ship at the start.
Fly through space like that.
It's a shame you're incapable of ever experiencing it.
But what does it feel like?
Once I migrated to the southern continent with a herd of Volk. When we returned to our breeding grounds the following summer, they had been fenced off.
Oh man.
Always that way where humanoids thrive. They disrupt the natural balance.
Who ordered development?
Oh man.
They exist as they were meant to, by following their instincts.
But then what are you?
Lies, no deceptions.
We're not the ones who can disguise ourselves as anything we want.
Yeah, good point.
Meaning, shapeshifters are not to be trusted.
No, I'm just thinking you're disrespecting us. We disrespect you back, just saying.
Odo can take care of himself.
Thank you, Colonel. Well...
A little awkward.
Well, I've been many things in my time, Odo. I speak from experience. Enough talk. Link with me.
No.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Are you embarrassed?
No.
That's just weird to do it on the promenade.
To point it out, no.
Why not? Are you afraid they will reject you?
I don't like to...
Yeah, he probably is.
So you deny your true nature in order to fit in?
You're reading too much into it.
I feel like he is reading enough.
Other things lately?
Like what? Courting Kira? She can't even link with you.
Oh, so what?
Leave her out of this.
It won't last.
Shut up.
You're limiting yourself. Let's leave here, Odo. Let's find the others.
I see, I told you.
100 were sent away, and they're out there.
Oh, he wants to find the babies.
Think of it, Odo. We can exist the way we were meant to, as changelings.
Changelings separate from the founders, too.
You did say no, didn't you?
Oh
I told him I'd think about it.
Ah, Odo.
Bothers me that he thinks that you're not happy here. Makes me think he knows something that I don't.
What makes you say that?
Because he linked with you, bro. He knows you now. That's what I just said.
Exploring the galaxy as changelings is very alluring to him.
Sounds like it's alluring to you, too.
Yeah, why didn't you say no then?
Doesn't matter, Nerys. I love you.
Aww. What the heck?
Activate fire suppression system.
Is that him? Oh my god, he turned into fire.
I need to talk to you.
What the heck? He turned into fire.
So you can keep on pretending to be one of them?
I'm sorry if you're disappointed.
I'll survive.
I'll survive.
It could take a long time for you to find another changeling.
You'll still be alive.
I wouldn't mind the company of another changeling. I'm sure you wouldn't mind either.
No, he's leaving. He's not gonna get stuck here.
Friends.
After what happened at Quark's, I don't think you have to worry about an overcrowded social schedule.
Yeah. Oh my god, he turned into fog. How awesome is that? He can turn into like liquids and stuff.
The environmental system.
Where's all this fog coming from?
It's not fog. It's Laz.
That's so weird.
Being fog, what's it look like?
Well, can't he be fog somewhere else? Or kind of creepy.
Yeah, you're like walking through here.
Good.
Also, if you like breathe it in, are you breathing in laws? Whoa.
Did I embarrass you?
Kivak! What is this founder doing here?
No, he's not a founder.
Your hands are stained with the blood of Klingon warriors.
But then the stench would still be on them.
Oh my god.
No!
Oh my god, you actually killed someone. Oh my god, you actually killed someone.
General Martok has asked that Lars be detained until the magistrate can determine jurisdiction.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Klingons are arguing that since Lars knew he couldn't be harmed by a knife, that he wasn't justified in responding with deadly force.
That's actually valid, you know.
They attacked Laz.
They claim he surrounded them menacingly.
Okay, well, he was missed. No, that is not true.
But you just as soon be rid of him. You never wanted him on the station in the first place. I practically had to beg you to let him out of that holding cell.
What's worth thinking in the background?
Martok has expressed some concerns about our security arrangements.
Whoa, what?
He's not sure it's appropriate that you should be in charge of the prison.
No, Martok, no.
For a moment, I thought you were going to say it's because I'm a changeling.
I think Martok has gone too far here.
You're smart enough to know that people don't want to be reminded that you're different. Who wants to see somebody turn into goo? I hope you don't do that around Kira.
Why shouldn't I?
Well, if she's
I think Kira doesn't like fog.
Our tolerance to other life forms doesn't extend beyond the two-arm, two-leg variety. I hate to break this to you, but when you're in your natural state, you're more than our poor old genes can handle.
What's Quark saying here? Yeah.
Watch your step, Odo. We're at war with your people. This is no time for a changeling pride demonstration on the promenade.
Quark's warning him. I see Quark trying to be a friend here.
You could say the people here are no different than any other humanoid.
Hopefully, this will all get straightened out at your hearing.
I don't think so.
I'm sure it will be fair and impartial.
This guy can just escape, though. I bet he could escape.
Perhaps now you'll recognize it when you see it hiding in the faces of your so-called friends.
Interesting.
They know that what you appear to be does not reflect what you really are.
Wow.
And that fear can turn to hate in the blink of an eye.
They're going to extradite him.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, they definitely
And no
will.
one is going to do anything to stop it.
You gonna get him to escape?
Reese, what do you see?
I see you.
No. No, this is just a form.
Yeah, it's not him.
A man. A good and honest man. A man I fell in love with.
Would you still be in love with Odo if he was goo? If he was a rock?
Oz and I were out there right now searching for the others, existing as changelings.
Wow.
I'm a changeling.
Well, then maybe you're right.
Oh, damn.
Maybe you do belong out there.
Oh my god. Was that a breakup, kind of?
Is this some kind of a trick?
Do you want to get out of here or not?
She cares for Odo so much that she's gonna let this happen.
Why?
I love him.
Oh.
Escaped? How did he get through the containment field?
I can't explain it. All I...
I can't explain it.
Well, Corvallis freighter was leaving about the same time. He must have shadowed it to keep from being spotted.
Oh, that makes sense.
Either that or his lack of faith in our justice system.
He must be apprehended and brought to trial.
But you're not gonna catch him anymore. He could be literally Stardust.
Let's begin a sector-wide search.
Aye, sir.
You're not gonna find him. He could turn into mist. He could probably turn into space.
Didn't hide it very well. Bet you're glad he escaped.
I should have known he'd be able to escape.
No, he did not escape.
Helped him escape.
I don't want you to stay here under some sense of obligation.
Wow, Kira.
Good luck.
Wow. Is Odo actually going then?
You and I are about to embark on the adventure of our lives. What's wrong?
He's not coming.
I'm not going with you.
Oh, yeah.
To let them go.
She let you go so that you could find out where you belong.
No, she loves.
You perceive them to be. What Nerys did should prove that even to you.
That's true, actually.
You've done many things, been many things, but you've never known love.
You've never been in love.
Within themselves.
Perhaps the fact that it's not easy is what makes it worthwhile.
Yeah.
Don't throw it away.
You'd better go. They're looking for you. Good luck.
Damn, wow, he's actually saying goodbye. He's not going to Link. Bro, you left Odo hanging?
Watch over him.
He's back, he's
Help him
back.
find his way.
He found his way, alright. Oh, yeah.
I didn't think I'd see you again.
I couldn't go.
Oh, yeah.
If I ever made you feel that you couldn't be yourself with me, I'm sorry. I want to know you.
She's like, change into that couch right now. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Oh, he became dust. Damn, why was the ending so beautiful, you know? I have chills at the end there. Why was the ending so beautiful? That was really nice ending. That was a good episode. I quite liked Loss. I thought he was an interesting character. I liked the Changeling stuff, the Kira-Odo dynamics. Overall, just a good episode with some interesting conversations and observations about us mono whatever he called us. Mono droids or whatever he called us. Not droids. Maybe not droids. Mono beings. And that was my reaction to Chimera, episode 14 of season 7 of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. And I think with that, I'm trying to see how many episodes there are. 25 episodes of the season. That means this reaction episodes, I'm pretty sure, are the halfway point. It's the halfway point of season 7. We only have about 12 or 13 episodes left, which is absolutely insane. Unless I didn't actually do math in my head there. I just said 12 or 13. So if that's wrong, then please correct me. And also know that I'm really bad at math. I mean, you've probably, if you watch this channel long enough, you know I'm bad at math. But anyways, we're at about the halfway point of the season. I think we're just past the halfway point of the season, actually. And yeah, that's crazy, first of all, that we've passed the halfway point of the season. And the final season, to be fair, like, I've been watching this show for so long at this point, and it's become like this weekly routine that I really look forward to. And so it's going to be really sad when it's over. But anyways, let's talk about the episode for a second, Chimera. I really enjoyed this episode. It was a great Odo episode. Again, Odo struggling with who he is and what makes a changeling, what makes him a changeling, what makes him different from humanoids, what makes him, the same, why is he staying, all of these questions that the show always and consistently brings up whenever there is supposed to be an Odo episode. And they're really interesting questions at times, and I understand why it takes Odo so long to grapple with these questions, because they are just really big and broad questions, stuff like love, or reasons to stay, or something like that, or who am I, identity crisis, and all that stuff. So yeah, and I thought that Lost was a really cool changeling, and I thought he provided a cool difference in changeling aesthetics, if you will, because usually we've had Odo, and then we have the Founders, and those are the only two types of changelings that we've had. And so we've had changelings from the Founders' perspectives and Odo's perspective, and it felt like we'd kind of rounded out everyone's perspectives on that front. We'd rounded out Odo's perspectives, at least on the Founders, on those types of changelings, and we knew what the Founders' perspectives were, and we knew their ideals, and we know their, everything about them, basically. So it kind of felt like everything was done there. There was nothing more that is needed to be said between those two. So I like that we have this new group of changeling come in. These changelings that were part of the 100 baby changelings shot out into space, into the void, to land on a planet, learn about things, and then hopefully come back. Odo was obviously the first one that came back to the Founders, and is the only one that we've ever seen in the show so far. We've just heard about this, but we've never seen it, except for proof in Odo that it existed. But so it's cool that they brought back this idea and gave us another one of those people who are now going to go out and find more and more and more and more of them. So I don't know. I don't think we're ever going to see him again, but it's just cool to think that he's out there, trying to find other changelings, and that there are 98 other changelings out there just alone. You know what I mean? And he's lived like 200 years. He's like 200 to 250 years old. So there's a lot of changelings out there, and a lot of them are going to be pretty old, or maybe they're still floating out in space. Who knows? It's possible they're still floating out in space. But either or, it's just cool. It's a cool concept. But I like that he provided a different angle to changelings. He wasn't really evil. He doesn't really want a war or anything like that. He didn't even want to join the Founders. I guess maybe because the Founders are sick and dying, and there's that illness spreading. But he had no interest in joining the Founders. He just wanted to be a changeling, to live like a changeling. He's kind of like hippie-ish in that sense. He wanted to live like a changeling, be a changeling, and then also find the other 100, find any other lost changelings out there who need a home and need someone to kind of help them. And I don't know, there is something honorable about that. Obviously, the way that he talks about humanoids was, he only had negative opinions, and he's probably had a lot of negative experiences with it, which is totally fair. But at the same time, he couldn't see past the negativity. He couldn't see past the negatives. He could only see the negatives. And I really like that Odo at the end gave him some positives. Like, you should be able to see this. Like, the way that Kira just let me go just proves that humanoids are much more than what you say they are. Like, that love is super transcending, that love is powerful and stuff like that. So I really liked that ending. And then obviously when he goes back to see Kira and he transforms into whatever that light dust is, and Kira is like dancing in it, just a really beautiful moment. It gave me chills. Just a really, really beautiful moment that just, I think, really cements Kira and Odo's relationship. And now Kira is seeing Odo as who he really is, instead of just a humanoid figure. I think that was something that Laws did well, and Laws brought to Odo in this episode. Laws made it easier for Odo to be who he is and to be a changeling instead of hide behind a humanoid mask, if you will. So yeah, I think there was some good stuff that he brought, as well as some negative opinions on humanoids. But overall, just a really good episode, a good Odo episode, a good Odo Kira episode, really good for their relationship and just strengthening their relationship. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, everyone, and thank you so much to these wonderful, beautiful, amazing people right here for supporting me and supporting my channel. It really does mean a lot. And remember, you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for me to get into the good 11, 12-parter arc, whatever it is, to end off the season, because it's already on Patreon. You can check out right now episodes 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20, all on Patreon right now. That's Bada Bing, Bada Bang, Inter Armor, Enum, Silent, Leges, Penumbra Part 1, Till Death Do Us Part 2, Strange Bedfellows Part 3, and The Changing Face of Evil Part 4 are all on Patreon right now for your viewing pleasure. If not, then I'll see you next week for episodes 15 and 16, Bada Bing, Bada Bang, and Inter Armor, Enum, Silent, Legas. I will get that name eventually. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time for some more Star Trek Deep Space Nine.